Hi there. In this quick video we will be taking a look at this PARKSIDE Automatic Welding Helmet PSHL to D1. So all standard welding processes, great. Viewing area 9.2 by 4.2 centimeters. And let me just show you what this is actually bought to replace. The standard one, I didn't even take the protection from the glass, from PARKSIDE stick welder. I don't like this thing, it's always dark. This darkens automatically, camera focus, when it detects the welding light from the welding arc through these basically light sensors right there. Light solar panels, those are solar panels. Let's cut to the chase. Darkening time, basically 0.0004 seconds, so that's nothing. You can think that as instant. Protection level from 5 to 9 and 9 to 13. Okay. UV IR protection DIN 16. Okay. True color filter for a more realistic color display. Okay. So it's not going to be greenish. I think my father has one electrical like this that I think tends to be greenish, if I remember right. Okay, that's actually cool. And I bought a flaming model. There's another one that's more square and not with red flames on it, but hey, I'm not normally such a in-your-face dude, so why not, at least when I'm welding? And has all sorts of adjustments. We'll check that in a moment. Let's see. Integrated LED for optimal lighting of your work area. What? It has LEDs? What doesn't have LEDs in this time? True color filter, cool. All standard protection, yeah. Shade control, okay. Sensitivity and brightening time, so when it gets back to being off, let's say like that, it's adjustable. Clears automatically when you finish welding, great. Adjustable protection level for flying sparks when grinding. Oh, so you can basically use this when you use an angle grinder, so probably it doesn't darken as much. Okay, that's actually cool. Lightweight head covering helmet, adjustable headband, yep. From -5 to 55 degrees outside temperature you can use this. Interchangeable blackout unit, okay. And yeah, this compared to conventional welding filters, it's meaning this color more realistic. This versus this, which is standard. Okay, I'm curious to check that compared to my father's electric one. Let's get this out of the box. This is a huge box occupying all of my work area. Now this is a manual. A bit too big, if you ask me. We'll check that in a moment. I don't have any more battery, so let's stop for a second to charge my phone. Visually, I must admit, this looks cool, and it's actually closer to a bike helmet than a welding helmet of old times. Let's remove the protection. That's cool, really cool, honestly. I really like this thing, honestly, looks really cool. You can see the other version here, but I went with this one, more rounded. Read whatever you need about it. This is an exploded view, basically, but it comes pre-assembled. My father's did not came pre-assembled, so that was a pain in the behind. If you want, you can see the part numbers to the left and explanation to the right. Hope you can see both of them at the same time, more or less. These are various specs, safety instructions. This is the version with flames, I'm sorry about that. So somehow like this, you should read it anyway. And we'll go over this quite quickly. Feel free to pause at any time, because they give us all sorts of info and warnings. And I will show you something interesting in a moment. For us, let's close this. Basically, with all the functions of the device. Yep. This is welding with coated electrodes. This is the welder that I have. So the other ones, auto darkening for the grind function does not work. So it's basically just a protection helmet, and there's that. And my welder can go from up to 120. So maximum number 8 in darkening. I'm seeing one thing and saying another, maximum number 10. So I will be working from 8 to 10. That's my range. More than this my welder cannot do, so pointless for me. And how much is there? There's a bit. And look at this, our panel. You have the need for a university degree, honestly, to use this thing. There's so many knobs on it. And I think online PDF. Feel free to scan this at any moment. That sounds good. Who knows for how long that will be live, the PDF. CMC Creative. Not sure if they are the builders of this or the manual itself. Could be only the manual. There's that. Anyway. Okay. Please remove this before using. Well, don't mind if I do. It would be weird to not remove it. And it's removed. Okay, from here you adjust to the size of your head. English. Turn left to loosen. Really? Isn't it obvious which direction you need to turn? If you want more info, right there. This says battery type. What? This says batteries in it? Are you kidding me? How do I get those out? Like that. So we have two batteries directly inserted in here, presumably for the LED function. Couldn't figure out any other reason, because my father does not have any batteries in it. This is a bad camera. Are you going to focus in here? That's a bad little cover, and I don't think I even put it well. So you need to make sure these tiny clips go in, and only after that push it in. I need to do this off camera. That's a bad cover. This is not easy to record. So this adjustment for head size, this how easy it can flip. You can tighten it from here. It's going to move harder. You can see both sides have this, obviously. From the side, how dark it will get. You can see 9, 10, but it also have the low numbers, like that 6, for example, because you select high or low numbers from here. You select the range. I will always stay in the high numbers. I'm not going to go to 8 from there. I'm going to start from 9. I will not risk my eyes just to see a little bit better. So I'm going from minimum will be number 9. And that's camera focus. To the max, on that side, it's off. This is when you use the angle grinder and use this only as a protection. It's on, we are at number 9. Off, nothing. 9. This is what I need, honestly. This is the LED. So that's for working, but really, that's the light that you get. Yes, it's better than nothing, but camera, follow my hand, but still really weak. Anyway, there's that. It is something. Let's turn on the lights. And okay, my father just wanted to ask something. Now you come here, and here you have the LED control. On, it's either on in the middle. Come on, move it, moving really hard. On in the middle, off to the left, or automatic based on the light. For example, it's off now, but I think if I turn the lights off, not yet. Yep, it's on. And you can see, depending on how much light it gets to the panels, the solar panels, this will have more or less brightness. I don't think I will ever use that feature, but who knows, maybe in some situation it's good. So, off. In this side, but only when you are on. If you are off on angle grinder, this will never darken. So, on, and look through that thingy right there to the glass. From here, if this is on, keep in mind it needs to be on, we can set, obviously, how much we want this to remain dark after it darkens, and we have a test button right here. Look at that window, spoof. You see? Stays quite a lot. If we go back to minimum, spoof stays just a little bit. And honestly, I think I will leave it at minimum. Sensitivity, how much and how quickly it reacts to light. I don't have a light source big enough for this to react to. I don't think my panel is enough for it to react. No, my panel is light panel is not enough for it to react. I will leave it somewhere in the middle and test it further. Okay, kind of there's that. Now let's put this to good use and hopefully it works well. Just as an idea, this also has a light sensor here and one over there. So this might also rely on the light sensors to darken and on the panels to create the voltage for darkening. And I think the batteries are just for the LED, honestly. My father's I think only has the solar panels, and when they create a voltage it darkens. I don't think it also has light sensors. So this seems to be a more advanced model, which is good in the end. Nope, sorry, I lied. He also has them. And the adjustment on the sides from 9 to 13. And inside of here, delay and sensitivity, it's almost at max. So this is a simpler design, but overall you can clearly see it's kind of the same thing, and it works decently well, honestly. But it's a lot on the greenish side. Let me somehow try to show you on the wall. So the wall is really green on this one. On this one is hard to show. Is a little bit yellower. This is greener. So yeah, not a huge difference. Testing this quickly, just a few spot welds on this kind of dirty material, but for what we need it's enough. Just to see this, and then I will test mine and see which I prefer. But this is much greener when you look at the image than the other one, that's clear. using the mask for a bit, okay, I must say I like it. The only downside, it's a tad bit heavy. Probably a brand one, a known brand one, would be a bit lighter, but yeah, I might get rid of the batteries, so it's just a little bit lighter at least, so who knows. And also the plastic deforms just a tiny bit, but the overall color, it's better than on that one, so you kind of see better what you work on. Depending on the shape of your head, this also has an adjustment for the top of the head, and as you can see here, it locks in place in the upper position, and the upper position is basically adjustable in 5 points where you like it. Also, depending on your head shape, this has 3 adjustable points, so basically the whole mask can be more to the front or more to the back, depending on where you put this. Mine is standard middle. And that's about it. I even found a home for this and the welder itself in this IKEA box. Sadly, I cannot put the lid on it. They are too big, but yeah, decent price, works really well. All that I can say is I like it and I will use it, so I don't feel the need to buy another one or something like that. No, out of the question. Feels perfect for my needs. So that's about it for this video. Hope it helps you, in which case please give it a like, check out my other videos, and as always, see you in the next one.